Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl Toya and I'm here to give you my 2 cents on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 13, Episode 5. Look guys, my tree is gone. I'm back in my corner, but I'm here to give you my 2 cents, so let's get into it. So the episode starts out with Candy, Riley, and Mama Joyce teaching Riley how to clean because she's never had to her entire life. So Riley even jokes that she got that from her mom. I guess, when your money is long enough and you live in such opulent places, you can afford to not clean your own place and not have your kids clean. However, it's cute to see Ace joins in. I have to say, Ace gave me cuteness overload this entire episode. Ace is the cutest little thing. And you could tell he cherishes his relationship with his big sister Riley. He loves her. He hates that she's leaving. He's always trying to help her clean. He says she doesn't like to clean, so he's helping her out, and that's his job. And it was cute to see. So Cynthia and LaToya meet up at a lingerie store, and before they're supposed to be meeting Kenya there, and before they get to Kenya, or before Kenya gets to them, LaToya tells Cynthia all about the last time she met up with Kenya and how they had a photo shoot for her to go on dating websites, and her type is anybody that's not her ex. And Cynthia said she's feeling a little jealous. I'm sure she was just joking around about it, but the way Kenya and LaToya has been becoming fast friends, one would feel insecure in their friendship if they were not grown-ass women. Anyway, so then Kenya shows up and LaToya pulls out Kenya's naked body picture. And I have to say, the picture looks really nice. It looks really good. However, Kenya, we know that's not your current body. Girl, stop. We seen you gain a good... We seen you gain some weight, girl. So we understand, that's a boost of your confidence, but LaToya didn't have to pull that picture out in front of all of us, but we already know that LaToya is extra. We seen that coming a mile away. Anyway, LaToya pulls out the picture, and Cynthia's even wondering, so why would Kenya be sending you a naked picture? Anyway, they move on. Kenya mentions that LaToya makes her feel desirable. They all try on lingerie and do a little modeling runway walk type of vibe. They all have fun doing it. It was a good little kiki moment, a good little laughable moment to see. And say what you will, but Cynthia, body yaddy 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 yaddy. Yeah, Cynthia, you all are 52 years old. You're not doing body yaddy yaddy. And we've seen your twerking skills, so please, never mind. Cynthia now brings up the surprise party for Portia, and Kenya says, yeah, I would have loved to be there, and we're all positive people. I was pissed off at first, but we're all positive people, and we ride hard for things that we believe in. And I'm just like, Kenya, you have to know within yourself, are you listening to yourself? Last time they showed clips of you ruining people's events just for shits and giggles. So Cynthia calls Candy on the phone because she wants to get the attire straight for her own surprise engagement party that she doesn't know about at this point. So she's calling to figure out, is it, formal, or what does white tie mean? And Cynthia has convinced herself that the president-elect, Joe Biden, would be at this event because of a text that Candy said in the group message. Now, I know Candy has some pull, but come on, Cynthia. And Mike Hill, both of you. Anyway, Cynthia, she's convinced herself that President-elect Joe Biden would be showing up to this party, so she is big excited. I mean, who wouldn't be? Come on. It could have been President-elect a potato showing up. As long as it was President-elect somebody else and not our current situation. They're leaving the store, Cynthia, Kenya, and Latoya. And before they leave, they're paying for their, try-ons. And Kenya goes, oh, my girlfriend will pay for it. And Latoya goes, I got you, boo. Now, raise of hands. Who here thinks at this point, Latoya and Kenya has already bumped coochies? Oh, so it's just me? All right. So now we get to Portia's home, and Portia's at home with her mother, Mama Diane, and her sister Lauren. And they meet up because Portia is wanting to write a book, and she needs, information from the past, and she wants to revisit some old things, some old stuff. And it really dredges up some memories when Mama Diane brings up, or I don't know who brought it up actually, but the relationship between Portia and her dad and Lauren and their dad, because Lauren is related to Portia through their father. Lauren is not Mama Diane's child. So Portia gets really emotional because she says that, her father was gone during a very poignant and important moment in her life. She was getting ready to start dating and he died, and as a result of that, she made poor dating decisions. She got in some dangerous situations, some abusive situations, and we hear that all too often. And I'm glad Portia is really opening up about this. And I can't say it enough, I like the woman that Portia has evolved into. Portia is getting emotional when Lauren says, I lost him at 10 years old and I don't remember much from him, but what I do remember is he used to kiss me on the forehead every morning and he would leave, and then, he would come back when he came back. So Portia says he kissed you on the head every morning. And that part really kind of shook her up, and it was essentially the beginning of the tears, the waterworks. And Portia, she just didn't have that relationship with her father. So I don't know if jealous was the right word, but for lack of a better term, I'm going to say she was jealous of the relationship that she didn't get to have with her dad. So Mama Diane gives some backstory that Portia's dad cheated on her during their marriage with Lauren's mother. And Lauren's mother and her became somewhat cordial to the point where Lauren's mother could call her. And Mama Diane went on to say how Lauren's mother was calling her all the time. She was calling her during labor, during the delivery, to say hello, to say, what cereal did you eat this morning? All of that. And at that point, I would have been like, listen, Mama Diane, don't come for my mama. Housewives have been on 13 seasons. It's been on 13 seasons for a reason. They have an audience, and what you're not about to do on national TV is come for my mama. You cute, Miss Diane, but you not cute to get slapped. Like, all right. I side-eyed you at that moment. I never had a problem with Miss Diane before, but don't do somebody's mama like that, girl. You could have kept that little tidbit to yourself. Portia cries about only seeing him on weekends. And because of this, not having her dad around, she really wants to work on her relationship with Dennis, for the sake of Pilar, their child. And my 2 cents on that is sometimes the child is just not enough. Like, if Dennis is just going to be out here tootsie rolling all over Atlanta, dropping that D off everywhere like Pastor Jamal over at Potomac, then Pilar is not enough to keep him around, sus. You a black independent woman. You strong. Don't let him do you. Let him keep buying them Chanel bags every week. Let him sweat a little. I'm not one to break up the black family, guys. As a matter of fact, I'm rooting for it. And there are too many situations where children have fathers that don't even want to do, and they are the scum of the earth, in my opinion. However, Dennis, you've been out here. You've been out here. Word on the street is you've been out here. I mean, you was down to the Waffle House. Let me get back focused. Kenya arrives first at this beautiful engagement dinner. Of course, she's hosting it. So she arrives first, and the only critique she had was that there weren't enough snowflake, because Cynthia's first initial and Mike Hill's last name put together, and they have the hashtag chill. So not Portia, she would be so mad if she heard this from me. Y'all send this to Kenya. So Kenya is, complaining that there's not enough snow around, so she wants more snow. And while she's doing that, the ice sculpture is melting. She's panicking a little bit because she doesn't want everyone to arrive late after Cynthia. So a few people arrive, and Candy, but not enough people for it to be the surprise that Kenya wanted it to be. And when Mike Hill and Cynthia walked in, everyone that was there, 4 people, yelled surprise, and they were so lost. These folks was looking around like, why y'all yelling at us? Surprise who? And they had to be like, listen, go back out, come back, look, it says hashtag chill behind you. Turn around. So they turn around, they finally get it. It was a cute moment. So now we're in the swing of things, and we're at the party, and Cynthia is very appreciative, and, being that she was in such a good mood, she said to both Kenya and Candy at separate times that she did not plan on having bridesmaids at her wedding, but, she asked both of them to be her bridesmaid, and they both accepted. They were both, very glad to do it, especially Kenya. So that was nice to see. Before Kenya gives her speech to the couple, she admits to all of us that she's a little tipsy. And right then and there, we cut to Portia walking in. And that's just Bravo's editor's way of setting us up for some BS, right? So Mike is looking around like, where's Portia? And Kenya's face is like registering annoyed, level 10. And Portia walks in at the same time. While Kenya is giving her speech, Portia is going around greeting everyone at the table, giving hugs, saying hello. Marlo is mentioning she loves her hair color on her. And again, Kenya is very annoyed, but she pushes through the speech, which I commend her, because coupled with who Kenya is, plus her being drunk, she could have ruined that party right then and there on that mic before it got anywhere. But give her time. So Kenya finishes her speech and starts to do some freestyle foolishness. It was all in fun. She was clearly not serious about singing. And Candy finally rescues her, takes the mic, and subsequently does a duet with Portia. Portia wasn't half bad, but again, that was all in fun. And it was pretty funny. It was a fun moment. I was smiling the whole time watching it. It was really a fun episode this week. And I'm going to tell you guys why at the end. Kenya mentions that the first course is vegan for all the vegan lovers. And Portia's appreciative because she's on her vegan journey right now. And that sparks a conversation about how vegan sex is the greatest and it stimulates you in ways that you've never felt before. I might want to be vegan. But I love meat too much. Ha! Portia is talking about her, vegan sex, and everyone is curious. And Cynthia says, me and Mike are good over here, but we'll talk because you seem to be spitting some that I ain't know before. So I guess you can't teach a old dog new tricks, right? LaToya shows up during dinner. And LaToya proceeds to pull out her phone, show everybody Kenya's nude pic from earlier at the lingerie store, and in turn admits to everyone that that is her current screensaver. For why? Because you're bumping coochies. I said it. That's my 2 cents. So everybody's eyebrows at this table raises like all the way to the back of their neck, right? And for obvious reasons, we're wondering, why would this woman's naked body be your screensaver? So she's saying, oh yeah, she's body goals, and I don't know. That's like one too many times of playing around for it to be a joke anymore. Like, y'all tripping if y'all think that I, the viewer, can't see. I mean, I'm not wearing my glasses, but Stevie Wonder could see that. After that praising of Kenya's body and her, LaToya, saying that Kenya's body goals, Marlo says, well, are you going to do your butt too? And that riles Kenya up. Kenya tells Marlo to shut up, but luckily Candy reeled them back in for all of 1.7 seconds, and then Marlo starts up again. She didn't start for long. Kenya gave a little icebreaker, if you will, and she says, continuing on her exploration, says there's 3 people at the table that could get it. And, a couple of people pry, they bite, and she says, one was who? Oh, Candy. She says Candy, she feels like would be the best sex of her life. And Candy quickly says, listen, first of all, I'm down for the 3-bound. However, Todd and I are a package deal. This is how that works over here. And we don't want to disrespect your ex, because I guess they have a good relationship with Kenya's ex. So then Kenya says the second person is, it was obvious to like everybody. They're like, duh, LaToya. And then the third person is Cynthia. Portia says, do you think it's me? And Kenya quickly shuts that down. Kenya was having no parts of Portia. She don't like that girl. And Portia, Kenya don't like you. And it was funny to see that Portia would even get offended because she don't like Kenya either. Boy, when you are conceited on another level. But it's all in good fun. Right now, Portia is she's on the good list for me. Portia's been doing things out here, but it's not hard to slide, okay? Kenya, while at the dinner table, asked Portia if she received her gift for her daughter, Pilar. Portia says yes, and it was a nice gift. She appreciated it and all that. And Kenya says, well, it would have been nice if I could have given it to you in person. And I didn't think Portia had to say this, because it was obvious to me since the moment it happened. But Portia says, well, it was a surprise party. How could I have invited you to give me nothing? And, she explained, Kenya goes on to say, well, Lauren, this and that. And Portia says, well, Lauren doesn't know our relationship. I'm not exactly at home, like, talking about you. And Portia goes, Kenya goes, well, you're proving the point. Boy, am I glad that conversation was over before it really started, because Kenya, she is really like working overtime to hate Portia at this point, because we all know who Portia was, what Portia was about. At first, she was like church mouse, married to this you-know-what, and she couldn't do anything. She couldn't crush an ant if she wanted to. Then she became fighting Portia. She was just around here boxing beeps. You feel me? And then she has evolved into this philanthropist, activist. She has really grown, and Kenya seems like she is going out of her way to be a bitch. Sheesh. You planned a party with the hashtag chill and you can't chill? TF out. At the end of the party, Cynthia jokes that she's glad she got the engagement party, but she still would have rather met Biden. And that was fun and cute. Cynthia is clearly Team Biden out here. You don't have to ask who Cynthia voted for. Cynthia's decision is not wavering when it comes on to who she wanted to see that night. Kenya makes a silly bridesmaid joke, circa Nene, because that's what Nene used to say. Stale. And the fact that she doesn't even mess with Nene. Is she like, you know what, I'm not even gonna get into that. And she says that she is a bridesmaid at the wedding and she's not just a mere guest. That was some shade at Portia, which is like, Portia wasn't waiting by the phone. She said so herself. Anyway, we come back from the last commercial break and Riley is getting ready to leave for college. It's the day of. And again, I have to say, Ace is the cutest thing I've seen on Housewives in ever. I mean, kids come and go, they grow up, they, you know, but Ace is adorable. Ace started crying. He said he really wanted to go with Riley. He said he had to go clean for her. He said she was leaving without gloves. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Like, it was so cute. And Candy was like stress eating for every scene of that. Candy is forever eating though. I don't know if it was stress eating or if it was just eating, because Candy loves the meal. Ace says he loves when Riley plays with him. You could tell that that little boy is just gonna miss his big sister. I mean, I know kids like to trail their older siblings, but you could tell they really had a good bond. That was cute to see. Anyway, so I said it was a cute episode, and at the very end of the episode, while watching the clip about what comes on next week, I realized why I had such tingly feelings watching this episode. Ralph's ass wasn't in it. Ugh. All right. So, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.